Hey, what's going on, guys? All right, it is August 26th. Wasn't able to make a video this past weekend. Had all kinds of stuff going on. So I had my nephew's birthday dinner, a bunch of things around the house, and I went out of town to Tampa to go to a football game. So there was a preseason game, the Bills and Tampa, which was pretty fun. And this is how that went.
God bless you, USA! America!
Gave the book away first.
That was free. I said, I'll take a hot dog and a Coke.
Right.
He hands me a pretzel.
Stadium camera right now. Crew cam live is happening. Scan the QR code right now. Make your phone our in-stadium camera.
So as you can see, I had a pretty good time with some friends out there in Tampa. But let's get to the options. Last Friday, the Fed came out. Powell said basically in September that the interest rates would be lowered. And the market went nuts. So this is the S&P 500 on Friday. Let me take a look at this. Look at this. So that's when he announced, boom, popped up. And it's been holding. So even today, it's holding. It's not dropping back at all. Actually, I think it's up right now. Yeah, and the S&P 500 is up 6.22 points right now. So, I mean, it's still going up. So, kind of difficult. And then, you know, I sell the options with Carnival. So, on Friday, what was it, up $2.03? That is not good for an option seller. I mean, not the end of the world. It's fine. I'll work my way out of it like always, but it's hard to reposition the options that you already have out there when it moves that much. It's just, I mean, you don't have a crystal ball. No one knows that's going to happen. So you just got to kind of work with what you got. So that's what I'll be doing today. I'm going to sell some of the options, roll some of the options. Some of them I'm going to let expire Friday and reposition them probably next week, unless something happens later on this week. So let's get to it and make some money here. It's not going to be the greatest premium day, but it's okay. I'm going to take some options, the call options I have out at 30 strike price, and I'm going to roll those up to 30.50, because this thing, it just, I mean, Carnival Cruise Lines and probably a lot of other stocks that you guys have after Friday's announcement has just been going up like crazy. So I'm gonna roll them up 50 cents. I'm going to let some expire, and I'll show you that now. Let's get to it and make some money. All right, so let me go here. All right, so here's what I'm doing. I got 40 options out. These 27.50 calls, the stock price right now is 31.56. So these are like way in the money, and I'm not making any money on them really. I mean, I would be able to make like 3 cents, 2 cents, you know. So at that point, you kind of just, there's no other option really. You just got to let them go, take the cash and reposition and sell some puts. But with the announcement that next month the interest rates are going to drop, and just on the announcement it went up like crazy. So when it does happen, I'm thinking it's going to also go up. Hopefully they don't do like 25 basis points, you know. Hopefully they do at least 50 basis points. We'll see what happens. But I think it's going to go up even further in the future. So that's just my opinion. You guys handle the situation however you feel, but that's just my opinion. So let's get to this. So I'm going to let the 27.50 calls expire. That'll give me a good chunk of change to work with next week. The 28.50 puts, let me see what I can get on those. So if I rolled those out to the next week, I'd get 7 cents. I don't know. I'm going to have to think about that one for a minute. but I know these 3350s, I'm going to roll those out. So I got 33, or I mean not 3350, but 33 calls. I got 10 options out ending this Friday, the 29th of August. I'm going to raise the strike price on those just to keep up with the stock as best I can. I'm going to roll the position and see how much I can make if I move the strike price up 50 cents. So I'm going to buy them back, 10 options. I'm going to buy them back at 33 strike. Their calls, I'm going to put them back out at a 33.50. So if I do have to sell the shares, I'll get 33.50 and not $33. So that'll make it a little bit better. So I'll just get a little bit more money. So let's see how much I can make on these. So I'm going to change, all you got to do, this is with Charles Schwab on their app. I just tap the strike price and then I can change it to whatever I want. So I'll change it to the 33.50. All right, showing right now I can get 12 cents. Let's see if that goes through. So I'm buying them back at 6 cents. I'm putting them out at 18 cents. So the difference is 12 cents times 1,000. So that's 120 bucks. 10 options is 1,000 shares, in control of 1,000 shares. So I'm going to review the order, see if I can make 120 bucks real quick. Just goes over what I just went over with you just now, right there. And I'm going to place the order before this stock changes price, and I can't make any money, or less money anyway. It's not going through, so I'm going to have to change the order status here. So I'm going to go to order status. I'm going to change the price, the premium, from 12 to 11. So change the order. Yeah, the middle shows 12 cents, but it ain't going through. So let me just drop it down. I'll take 110 bucks. See if that goes through. So review the order, and I'm going to place the order, see if I can make $110 real quick. Boom. So all right, so those went through, so it was good. I raised the strike price 50 cents, so instead of getting $33, if I do have to sell the shares, I will get now $33.50. So that's 50 cents more I will get, and I got 110 bucks. So with 11 cents premium. The week's not quite over because I've got those other options. I'm gonna let them expire, but next week I'm gonna use that money, so that gets added to this week. Anything that that ends on September 5th expiration, I put that, everything that I sell at that expiration date, in the profits for that week. All right, with these 29 puts here, actually I think I'm going to raise the strike price on those, because I mean the stock price is like what, it's 31.70. I don't think it's going to go down to 29. So I'll raise it to 29.50, see if I can make a little extra money. So I'll roll the position, and I'll raise the strike price up to 29.50 right here, and that'll give me a 10 cents, give me 100 bucks. So give me 10 cents by raising it. I don't think it's gonna reach it. All right, so yep, 10 cents looking like. So let me see if I can make that real quick, another extra 100 bucks, and we'll add that to the profits for today. So review the order, buy to close, sell to open, stretching it out to September 5th for the expiration, and raising the strike price from $29 to $29.50, and these are puts. So I'll place the order, and that went through. All right, so I'll get another 100 bucks. So we'll check the order status real quick. So that's filled 10 cents. Get an extra 100 bucks. So I got 100 here. I got 110 here. So that's 210. And then I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to let. So I got this one done, or these 10, and these are ending these calls and these puts are both ending this Friday, so I'm gonna leave those. I'm gonna let those expire. That'll, you know, free up some cash for me. So the puts, I mean, that cash, when you have an option out, it won't let you use that cash because that cash is going to buy the stock if you have to buy the shares. So so that frees up what, 28,000 and 27,000, I believe. Yeah, so 20. So that's a little over $50,000 I'll have freed up, and I can use that next week to sell more options. I'll reposition the strike prices, and I might even, I don't know, I'll have to think about it, but I might even use a different stock. I know that's amazing because I always use Carnival Cruise Lines, but Carnival Cruise Lines is, you know, at an all-time high. But I'm definitely going to put out some puts, probably right at the money or close to the money, because I do want these shares. Because if they do lower the rates, I want the stock. I want to have the stock because I want to ride it up when they lower the rates. So the market should go up. I'm guessing. That's my opinion. So we'll see what happens. But $210 this week, not as great as the last few weeks, but under the circumstances, with the stock going up $2.03, which I don't think I've ever seen on Friday, it's not bad. Still making money. Got that money. As long as money's coming in, that's all that matters. Just keep making that money and keep selling those options. If you can make the premium on the options and make money on the stock at the same time, that's the ultimate situation. But sometimes you run into some issues, you know. But as long as you're still making money, you're good. You know, just keep the money coming in. All right. Well, you all have a great week, and I will see you. Definitely, I'll make a video this weekend, and you'll have a great week. All right. Bye.